I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. Can you hear me okay, Mike?
Yes, all set. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. So, good evening. My name is Alyssa McDermott. I am the Federal Administrator of Programs and Grants for the City of Woonsocket, and I'm also here with Mike DeBroyce, the Director of Planning and Development. In tonight's presentation, I'm going to be giving a very brief overview of the CDBG home and ESG programs, as well as a short overview of the priority needs in our consolidated plan and the proposed budgets for each of these programs. There is going to be an opportunity at the end of the presentation for any questions. Any questions will be recorded and then they will be posted on the city's website with responses once the comment period is over. Here on this slide, you can see my email, phone number, if you would like to submit anything in writing. Any public comments need to be in by May 25th at 4:30 p.m. And all of these responses will be posted on the city's website under the Planning and Development Division. These are just some common abbreviations we're going to use throughout the presentation. And the purpose of this hearing is to discuss the proposed budgets for CDBG, home, and ESG. We're also going to discuss the consolidated plan and the annual action plan, as well as offer an opportunity for public input on the expenditure of these funds. So our consolidated plan is developed every 5 years, with 2024 being the next cycle. The priority needs identified in this consolidated plan are ending chronic homelessness, safe and affordable housing, social welfare, economic development, neighborhood revitalization, and program administration. The annual action plan is completed on a yearly basis, and all activities in the action plan must tie back to one of the priority needs that were identified in the consolidated plan, which were mentioned on the previous slide. A very rough draft of the city's annual action plan can be found on the link on this page. It's on the city's website. And it will be updated to include any comments we received during the public comment period. And then the final plan will be submitted to HUD for approval, as well as posted on the city's website in the same location that the draft is posted. We're going to start with CDBG. This program provides annual grants on a formula basis to states, cities, and counties to help them develop viable urban communities by providing decent housing and a suitable living environment, as well as expanding economic opportunities. This funding is principally for low and moderate income individuals. 70% of all of our CDBG funds must benefit low to moderate income individuals. And for any activity that we complete, 51% of people served in the activity are required to be low to moderate income. These income limits are determined by the Office of Housing and Urban Development, and they are updated annually. There are 5 eligible activities or funding categories for CDBG. And then every activity that is funded under CDBG must meet at least one of the 3 national objectives, which are benefiting low to moderate income persons, aiding in the prevention or elimination of slums and blight, and meeting an urgent need such as a natural disaster. And luckily, this program does offer a high level of flexibility when we choose program activities. Most activities that will benefit low to moderate income individuals and meet the needs of the community will be eligible. On this slide, you can see the city's proposed budget for CDBG, and we have about $2.2 million to allocate. And below you can see some line items that we are hoping to allocate funding to. Next, we'll be discussing the home program. Some eligible activities for the home program are building and buying and or rehabilitating affordable housing for rent or home ownership, and tenant-based rental assistance to low to moderate individuals, as long as that is identified in your 5-year consolidated plan. In the past, Woonsocket has used this funding for a home repair program to ensure the city's residents are living in safe housing, new housing development, and down payment assistance program to help encourage home ownership in the city. On this slide, you can see the proposed home budget. We we have about $300,000 to allocate. Next, we'll be going over the Emergency Solutions Grant Program. Some eligible activities with this program are street outreach, emergency shelter or shelter operations, rapid rehousing, homeless prevention, and the homeless management information system. And on this slide, you can see the city's proposed budget for ESG funding. And I do just want to mention that we do sit on a committee with other municipalities that receive this funding. And we do have to vote on any programs or activities that are going to be completed in with this funding. And questions and comments? And that is it for tonight. Thank you, everyone.